When was the last time you wished your baby could tell you what she's thinking? It's possible. Babies can tell us what they're thinking, and they can do it long before they're able to speak. How cool is that? Now, I bet the moments when you most wish that your baby could tell you what she's thinking are those when your baby is crying and you have no idea why. You've checked the most obvious possible reasons twice already, but she's still crying. You're worried, you feel helpless, and your stress level is rising. Or your daughter is whining about something and you're finding yourself in yet another guessing game trying to figure out what she wants or why she's not happy. Wouldn't it also be great if your daughter could simply tell you when she's hungry, when she's tired, when she's hurt herself or needs a nappy change? Or when your son could share his thoughts and tell you what he likes, what he doesn't like, what scares him, what makes him angry, what makes him happy, what makes him laugh. Or if you just had a way to read your baby's mind, not just to avoid stressful situations, frustration and guessing games, but simply to form a stronger bond because you understand. My name is Siepmann, and this is what I do. I can help you enable your baby to communicate in a way that you can understand, so that you can feel more confident and relaxed about your parenting. How does this work? It's actually astonishingly simple. Babies can construct language in their heads from as early as 9 months of age. Did you know that? Now that's obviously long before a child learns to speak. And that is because the complex musculature in the mouth and control over the vocal cords needed for speech take much longer to develop. Now, what does develop at around about the same time as the ability to construct language is the ability to use the hands. So it's easy to teach a baby to communicate through using gestures or signs. Now, how did I get here? I've had a passion for communication ever since I was a baby myself. I started to talk when I was 9 months old, which is extremely early, and I was called the talking baby as a result. And my mum tells me that up until that moment, I was a very grumpy baby. So I'm convinced that language opened the world for me. Now, maybe not surprising then that I chose a career in marketing communications. And that's what I did until my son was born in 2008. And that's when I realized that 10 years of professional experience in communication were worth very little when it came to my baby son. When I heard about baby signing, I just knew it had my name written all over it. And I introduced my son to baby signing with incredible success. He spoke 6 words and had 32 signs at the age of only 12.5 months. I stopped counting before he actually turned 1.5, because by then he had over 100 signs, over 70 spoken words in both of his primary languages, which are German and Dutch. And by the time he was 2 years old, he was fluent in both of those languages, and he developed quite an impressive English vocabulary too. My son hardly ever cried, and I only recall one incident that resembled what other friends were describing as temper tantrums. Now maybe there was a little bit of luck involved there as well, but I'm sure that language helped because he's just always been able to express himself really well. Now, my personal experience and my desire to find a more fulfilling professional path led me to the decision to start teaching baby signing to other moms. I first started teaching live classes, and then when my daughter was born in 2012, I decided to take my classes online so I could be there for her and still teach and reach more families around the world at the same time. At the age of 13 months, my daughter had an active vocabulary of about 60 words. This would be spoken words, signs, a combination of the two. And if you think that 50 words is the average vocabulary of a 2-year-old, that is quite impressive. And things she'll tell me, for example, is that she wants cheese on her spaghetti, or that she wants ham on her bread, or that she loves dogs and taking a bath, or that she gets excited about hearing the birds and the postman arrive on his motorbike. And I'm loving it. And you like what you hear, but you're worried that if you expose your child to sign language, that it might slow down her speech development? Let me assure you that some 30 years of research into the subject of signing with hearing children shows the opposite to be true. If you don't give much about anonymous research, just remember that my son was fluent in not 1, but 2 languages by the time he was 2. Now you might also ask yourself what signing might do for you and your baby in your daily lives. So what I've done is I've compiled a number of wonderful signing stories told by mamas from around the world, stories that will put a smile on your face, in my free ebook, Want to Rock for Your Baby? 12 compelling reasons to sign with your hearing child. If you would like your free copy of my book, simply click on one of the orange buttons down below and leave your name and email address on the next page, and your free book will be on its way. Enjoy! Bye!